journey begin? Who win this year's championship? Come feel the heat of this dream. Witness the strength and confidence of those who face these challenges, cause in the end we all win. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Everybody sing. The ball has hit the bat, whoa, whoa. Fielders are running to catch it. Is a 6 or will it be a 4? We scream, we roar, oh my god, the tension soar. The pressure, the skill on display is amazing, what can I say? Let the claps run in millions, as if cricket is our religion. Let's go. If you wanna be the best, play with courage and confidence. Level up your game to be prominent. Don't forget it's your time to shine. Play tough but remember to be kind. Let's see who tops at the finish line. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League.
All right, game number 6, the third game of the triple header today between Watania and Oriental Insurance. We have the umpire who's going to do the toss. Deepak to call from Watania and Uday to flip the coin. Tails is the call. Heads it is. Amit, what do you want to do?
We would like to bat first.
New season, keeping the results of the previous years. How has the team been talking about, and what's the morale of the team so far?
Morale of the team is very high. So we will some new players will come to the team. So we would like to put pressure on the bowling second. So batting first will go for it.
Any sort of score you're looking to put up on this score? There's been 200 plus scores, a couple of 150 scores. What sort of score have you kept in mind?
180, 200 minimum score we want to put on the board to pressure on the opposition team. So we look for 180, 200 score.
And we all the best, and we'll speak to Deepak from Watania. Skipper, happy to bowl first?
Oh yes, it's anyway we have to do ball one time and bat one time, so it's okay.
Looks like the wicket's not going to change. Is that what the team talk is, or you consider that the dew factor could come into play in the late in the evening?
This kind of wind, and it's still early evening. I don't think so dew will have any factor. But the thing is, it's too much windy, so it may help our bowlers in the beginning, and it's very hard when air is hitting on your face and all this thing. Maybe we can utilize this wind and all this.
Anyway, thank you. All the best. Oriental winning the toss, electing to bat first. We'll have the game starting in the next few minutes. Thank you, captains, and all the best. Action in a few minutes. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all those families and get them back to normal life. Because as a gesture, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out. with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Game number 6 of the Insurance Cricket Premier League between the Oriental Insurance Company and Watania Insurance. Oriental Insurance captain winning the toss and electing to bat first. Mohammad and Daniel to open the innings, and Mohammad to bowl for his side. पूरा नाम क्या है यार? मोहम्मद लिखेगा तो कैसे होएगा? Mohammad is Mohammad on strike. Mohammad to bowl. Left arm over the wicket. Starts off with a wide. Keeper missing this one. Bowls a no ball. Bowl outside the tram line, so a free hit to start off. Not the kind of start that Watania wanted, but we'll have to. Mohammad Qasim, the batsman, get a chance to free his arms out here. Plays it towards short cover, sets off for a single, chance of a run out. Keeper misses the ball, but there is backup on the at short fine, so one more run added. Score moves on to 2. 1 ball completed. We're in the power play. And Daniel to take strike for the first time. Wrapped on the pads, but a height issue. So two runs on the board. Again down the leg side will be called a wide. Good take by the keeper, captain. Three for the loss of 4 for the loss of no wicket. We'll have to reload again. Daniel plays this towards the third man area. The man standing a square third man fields. A single to the total. Score moves on to 4. Qasim on strike, wrapped on the pads, down leg side. Impact was an issue, so Mohammad Qasim survives. Pitching it up to the batsman, just shaping it away, maybe going down leg side. They got to play him with a straight bat. They cannot play with a horizontal bat. They need to play straight. He's this time plays it towards covers. Fielded there, but unable to stop the single. One more run added. 5 to the total. Last ball of the first over coming up. Last ball of the first over. Just plays it back to the bowler. No run there. End of the first over. 5 for the loss of no wicket. Qasim on 2 of 4. Daniel 1 of 3. 1 extra.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all those families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Drives this towards the cover region for the first boundary of the game. Mohammad Qasim gets a chance to free his arm, a half volley, and outside the off stump, he obliges with sending this towards the cover boundary. Now we got them bowling way outside the off stump, half volley, and into the fence she goes. 9 for the loss of no wicket. 4 runs coming on the first ball. Pressure onto the bowler. This time trying to cut this one with all his might. But the nature of the wicket and the nature of the bowlers is that ball's not going to come down so much. Good comeback by the bowler. He'll want to put the pressure back on the batsman. Again, this one much better bowling. Keeper missing that one. But no run taken, so score remains on 9. Places one again over the cover region. Protection there this time. Keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 10. इसके stats बता देना कासिम के. Daniel drives this towards X shot cover. No run there. One more ball left in the over. Score 10 for the loss of no wicket. Could come back after getting hit for boundary in the first ball. He's given away just 1 run of the next 4. So puts the pressure back. Mohammad Qasim, 4 games. He's just scored 16 runs. Again, trying to drive this one. No run there. End of the second over. 10 for the loss of no wicket. Mohammad in to bowl to Qasim. As I said, this is what is required. Full umpire unmoved. This is what I was talking about. A little too full will keep the batsman that much little time to react. And their feet having minimum movement, there's always going to be a chance of that happening. Lucky for Qasim that he's still there. Mohammad coming into bowl the second ball. This time outside the off stump, plays it towards covers, misfield there, but still a single just results in that. Score moves on to 11. I'm afraid the single not taken. So Qasim will still be on strike and the score remains on 10. Trying to play that drive outside the off stump, but no contact. Good take by the keeper. The ball dying down on him. It's quite vital for the keepers to also adjust themselves, considering the nature of the pitch and at what speeds the medium pacers are bowling. Three balls in the over, no runs scored yet. This time drives it towards extra cover. There's a fielder there. Keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 11. Daniel on strike is 1 of 5. Plays it off the inner out of the bat, goes towards square leg. The man at short mid wicket 2 coming and converging, keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 12. The last ball of the third over coming up. Time drives it down the ground. The man at long off will do the fielding, keeps it down to a single. 3 runs coming off that over. At the end of 3 overs, 13 for the loss of no wicket. Mohammad Qasim batting 9 of 13. Daniel batting 2 of 6. And 2 extras to the total. Daniel on strike. इसको बोलो चेंज करने के लिए. डेनियल स्ट्राइक पे है. Flat batted shot over the side screen for a maximum. So the first maximum of the game. Gets a chance to free his arm in the slot and makes no mistakes, sends us over long on for a maximum. Score moves on to 19. This time again sends it towards long off. There's a fielder there. Single being added to the total. Daniel's not going to hold back. He's just got the measure of the wicket. He's just in liking the pace at which Gautam is bowling to him. He takes a single, moves on to 9 of 9. Again another wild shot by the fielder, by the batsman, sorry. And a late attempt for a stumping. The umpire says ball's dead. Score remains on 21. Last ball of the 4th over coming up. Current run rate of 5.48 will get them to around 109. They will need more than that. This time plays it through gully. Misfield there, and the ball races away to the boundary. A welcome boundary for them. Welcome boundary for Qasim. He moves on to 14 of 16. 25 for the loss of no wicket at the end of 4 overs. Gautam's 2 overs have cost 17 runs. Bowling to Daniel. Good on the good length spot. Just keeping Daniel quiet. Was sizing up to play a big shot but decided against it last minute. Mamun to Daniel. Time outside the off stump, bowls a wide. Daniel sizing it up but then decides to let it go at the last second, knowing it's a wide. So 1 run added to the total. Score moves on to 26. 3 extras in the innings so far. 1 no ball, 2 wides. 14 to Mohammad Qasim, and Daniel with that 6 on 9 of 10. This time plays it over mid-off, couple of bounces, races away towards the long off boundary. So Daniel's decided to take charge now. He's waited for his partner to first tee off, and now he's taken over the mantle. Score moves on to 30. He reaches to 13 of 11. Time rocks back and plays it towards the square leg region. Fielder is giving the chase from mid wicket. Keeps it down to 2 runs. Score moves on to 32. This time Qasim plays it towards short covers, fielded there. No run to the total. Score remains on 32. Mamun to Qasim, this time outer edge, beats the man at gully, races away to the short third boundary, and that's another boundary to the total. Daniel chancing his arm on that, gets it on the outer half of the bat, eludes the man at short third and just races away to the third man boundary. Last ball of the fifth over, 36 for no loss this time. Straight at the man at mid-off and well taken. A bit of pain, but worth the pain. He's taken the catch and ends the short stay of Daniel, who's out for 19 or 15 balls. Daniel had decided to go on the charge, managed a couple of boundaries and a 6, but this time found the fielder perfectly at mid-off. Calling for quick medication. So 11 runs coming off that over, expansive, but will take heart from the fact that they've managed to send Daniel back to the hut. 36 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of 5 overs.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Ball starts off with a wide, way outside the off stump. Batsman chasing it, but lucky for him. Reloads again into the pads. They take a quick single. Bowler misfielding of his own bowling, wanted to take a shy at the stumps, but couldn't field the ball well, so keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 37. Fayaz Ali taking guard. He's going to face the first ball. Good defensive stroke on the good length, keeping him quiet. Not much room for him to come forward or go back and play the cut, so plays it down back to the bowler. Score remains on 38. Plays this one towards short mid wicket. The man there doing the fielding keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 39, and Fayaz opens his account with that single. Wanting to cut this one again, Qasim pretty late on that. The ball has already zipped past him into the keeper's gloves and onto the ground. The keeper has to take some better takes. He has to hold on to the ball because there could be one that might edge and come towards him. Places one in the air. The man at mid-off putting a diving effort, not to be a good effort, but in the end lets the ball go through for a boundary. So Qasim now helps himself to another boundary. He moves on to 19 of 18. Score moves on to 43. Bowls it down the leg side, called wide, has to reload again. Place it down towards the boundary for a single. Long off boundary, 1 run added. Score moves on to 45. As Fayaz takes strike, he is batting 1 of 2. Drives this one towards the long on boundary this time. 1 more run added. Mohammad, the fielder, keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 46. And Qasim moves into the 20s. Fayaz to take strike. Drives this one towards long off again, and another single added to the total. Score 47 for 1. We're in the 7th over. So I'm right up to the batsman, and this one going down to long on. So both these batsmen have their favorite areas. Fayaz played 2 down towards long off, and Qasim played 2 towards long on. Apart from the 1 wide that was bowled in this over, 5 runs have come of 4 balls. They will want more than that to close out the over. And plays it down towards square leg. No run there. Fielder quite alert and quickly pounces onto the ball, sends it to the keeper. So last ball of the 7th over coming up. Plays it over the infield towards the cover boundary. Ball just stopping inside the boundary ropes. The man at long off coming around and doing the fielding. So 2 more runs added. The 50 coming up at the end of 7 overs. Fayaz moves to 5 of 6. Mohammad Qasim on 21 of 22. 50 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of 7 overs. Mahmood giving away 7 runs of this over. 18 for 1 in the 2 overs. He's the lone wicket taker. back after the break. Keeper getting his gear ready. And we got Amir, who's coming from round the wicket, bowling to Mohammad Qasim, asking for a stumping. Very likely. It's asking for, the umpires have asked for a stumping review to the third eye. We wait for the best side on angle. Coming up on the screen. Batsman trying to drive this one, gets his leg outside the crease. Back again, one frame again. One frame again. Not out. Footer just managed to keep it inside, so batsman lucky to survive. Good take by the keeper. Again, this one much better ball. Qasim again missing on the drive. Lucky to survive that stumping last ball. Managed to drag his foot back on time. Two balls in the over, no runs. Score remains on 50. Amir round the wicket. Drives this one towards short cover, takes off for a single. Clearly running a bit ginger is Qasim. Remember, these are all corporate guys who don't play regularly, so the bodies will be a bit cold. They need to make sure they warmed up well enough before the game. The last thing that any company will want is one of the employees getting injured on the field. First run of the over, score moves on to 51. Fires on strike. Plays this one towards point. The fielder getting himself into a tangle but managing to keep the ball within his grasp. Keeps it down to a single. So score moves on to 52. We're in the 8th over. Son drives it in the air. Chance of a catch. Dropped. And one more run added to the total. Plays it in the air. Wanted to play it over the onside. Slice of the bat goes over the infield on the offside. Fielder at point making a valiant attempt, resulting in a single, and Qasim still being in the center. Asking for a caught behind. The keeper interested. The bowler was not interested. End of the over. 8 overs gone. 53 for the loss of 1 wicket. Playing against the spin. Keeper missing that one, but the man had shot third quite quick enough to come around and stop the ball from moving forward. No run there. Again tosses this one outside the off stump, slightly more wider, and it's been called a wide. Score moves on to 54. Back to the bowler, Cotton bowled, hitting the toe end of the bat. In the end, Qasim's luck now dries out. He wanted to play it over mid-wicket, but the ball hitting a toe end of the bat, going back to the bowler. And Tarindu doesn't miss out on that. He's got a wicket of the second ball. 54 for 2. Well, look at it. Slightly slow in the air, a little too early on the shot, flicks the toe end of the bat. And Tarindu just doesn't miss on that. He gets a wicket. New man at number 4. Suleiman, the new man. Comes into ball. Plays this one, swings this one towards mid-wicket. There's a fielder there, keeps it down to a single. He's off the mark. Not much foot movement. Played it through the line of the ball. Just standing there. And gets a single. He's off the mark. Score moves on to 55. Fires on strike. Interesting to see if Tarindu decides to float the ball a little bit more further. And invite Fires to place it. Does that. Plays it towards short third. There's a man there. Just no run there. Fifth ball of the over. Takes a quick single towards short covers. Last ball of the over coming up. Score moves on to 56. Drives it back to the bowler. No run there. End of a good over. 3 runs coming off it. And score moves remains on 56 at the end of 9 overs. Suleiman is batting 1 of 2 balls. Faiz Ali is batting 7 of 10.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Amir from around the wicket. Plays it to a short cover, no run there. Amir to Fayaz. Tries to play that one, misses that one, and so does the keeper, injuring himself in the... He's trying to grab the ball rather than just letting the ball coming into his palm. Could cause discomfort to him. Then plays this one to the left of short cover and a quick single taken. Score moves on to 57. Ahmed to Suleiman. Cuts this one through the cover region. The man had extra cover, so one more run added. The man inside the circle unable to stop that one. Fortunately for them, there's protection on the offside. 58 for 2 as we come towards the 5th ball of the 10th over. Drives this towards wideish long off. Good field placings by the captain, making sure that the fielders are at the right place. Last ball of the 10th over. Cuts this one again. The man at short cover, unable to stop that one. The man at extra cover has to run around. One more run added. Score at the end of 10 overs, 60 for the loss of 2 wickets. 7 runs of the 2 overs that Amir has bowled so far. Second ball of the 11th over. Get a single of that. First ball was a dot. Takes Suleiman to 4 of 6 and Fayaz is batting 9 of 14. 61 for the loss of 2 wickets. Just a shade between below 6 is what the current run rate is. They will want more than that. Oriental Insurance. As Tarindo bowls this one. Takes him off the wicket, plays it towards the square leg area. The fielder trying, but doesn't manage to stop the ball. So 4 runs resulting and a welcome boundary for Oriental Insurance. They move to 65. This one drifting slightly onto the pads, just enough time. Rocks back, manages to get some bat on it, else could have been a candidate for LBW, but as of now, and not a very good attempt by the man at square leg. One, he already missed the ball. Second, had he put his foot on the ball, he could have got himself into a tangle as Fayaz plays a dot ball. Score remains on 65. Tosses this one up, invites the drive, but plays it very softly towards short cover, short point, and takes a single. Score moves on to 66. Last ball of the 11th over coming up. Tarindu to Suleiman, and he's cleaned him up. Ugly looking shot, trying to play it over mid wicket, but the trajectory slightly low this time. Beats him and cannons onto the stump. So the third wicket down at the score of 66. Suleiman out for 4 of 7 rather. And Tarindu gets a wicket off his last ball of his second over. His over analysis: 2 overs, 9 runs, 2 wickets. As the captain comes into the centre, have a look at. Tosses this one up just outside the reach of the batsman. Plays an ugly looking shot. And would not be happy to see that replays when he goes back to the pavilion. Amit Udasi, the captain, joining Fayaz Ali. Fayaz on strike, facing Amir. Down leg side will be called wide. Good take by the keeper. Amir wanting to drift this one from around the stumps. Doesn't succeed. Bowls are wide. This time much fuller outside the off stump. Fayaz just wanting to balloons this one over long off, but no connection. So score remains on 67. Plays this towards mid wicket. The fielder there keeps it down to a single. .68 for 3. Amit trying to cut this one. Misses that one into the keeper's gloves. Tosses this one, plays it over extra covers. There's a fielder there, keeps it down to a single. Again playing it towards wide long on. There's a fielder there at cow corner. Again keeps it down to a single. One more run added. Score moves on to 70. Again another tossed up delivery over the bowler's head. Going towards long off. A single being taken. End of 12 overs, 71 for the loss of 3 wickets. Amir finishing his third over. He's got given away 12 runs and still to take any sort of wicket. Amit trying to cut this one with an open face, turning the bowling it just outside the off stump. This time again hitting the inner half of the bat and just going to a short square where keeper fields it. No run there. .71 for 3. This time misses and so does the keeper. So waiting for a decision. It's a bye. Tarindo just giving away one bye in the 3 balls he's bowled. This time down leg side, waiting for the umpire's signal. Leg byes. Amit on strike. Lays it towards mid wicket. There's a fielder there, keeps it down to a single. .74 for 3. Last ball of the over coming up. He's given away 10 runs in the 2.5. This time way down leg side. The keeper misses this one. Man at short third giving the chase. 3 more runs to the total. Score moves on to 77. Last ball. Score at the end of 13 overs 79 for the loss of 3 wickets. Amir took
and to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all those families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
down leg side, wait for the umpire signal, whether it was a leg by or wide. We'll wait for the signal. Leg by signal. In the air and got the height but not the distance, still inside the 30-yard circle, so one more run added to the total. Score moves on to 81. Amit this time he plays it in the air. We'll have to wait and watch where does it go, and a good catch at deep mid wicket. So finally success for Amir for bowling well. He's kept the batsman in check, bowled in the right area, waiting for the batsman to make a mistake, and he does. The captain does. Amit, he's out for 3 of 9. Lalit, the new batsman. Lalit, the new man. We're in the 14th over. 3 balls of the 14th over completed. Man at point. We have the man playing it defensively back to the bowler. No run there. Wrapped on the pads and straight up, the finger goes up. A foolish delivery. Plays back to it, and ball's gonna cannon onto the middle end leg. So 2 wickets in a space of 3 balls. 81 for 5. Lalit goes without scoring. Sahil, the new man. Last ball of the over coming up. Already 2 wickets. Full toss, plays it towards the mid-wicket region. There's the fielder there, just cuts it within the boundary, so keeps it down to 2. And the end of an excellent spell by Amir. He's gone for 15 runs of the 4 overs he's bowled and 2 wickets at the end, towards the end of his spell. Makes those figures look much more better. 83 for 5 at the end of 14 overs. Let's have a look at that LBW going back to the full delivery, wrapped on the pads right in front. Coming back to bowl his second spell. He started a bowling pace, has now decided to bowl leg spin. Sahil playing it back to the... sorry, it's Fayaz who's on strike. साहिल ने 2 रन नहीं बनाए थे पहले बॉल पे, इसको बोलो क्या कर रहा है। लास्ट ओवर में plays it down towards point. Fayaz. Last ball of the over coming up. End of the over, 87 for 5 at the end of 15 overs. So Mohammad given away 12 runs of the 3 overs he's bowled. As we have a look at the Oriental insurance team sitting in the dugout, rather pensive. They need somebody who can Tarindu comes into bowl. Again, another one. This time, Sahil is the latest casualty. All too easy for this right arm off spinner. Just managing to keep the ball at the right length. Curling it, the ball just dipping and breaking into the stumps. All he needs is the batsman to miss that one, and that's going to hit the stump. So, third wicket for Tarindu. Sahil is out for 3 of 5. So, sixth wicket down. Wait and watch. Nowhere in the picture. Was clueless as to where the ball was going to come in and lost the stump. Have a look at that. Fluent action, turn, and just enough to beat the bat and crash into the leg stump. The keeper's got to be careful that these bails do fly in the air. And he's closer, and as Jerin comes in to bat. Fayaz will want somebody to stay around with him and complete this quota and somewhere get close to 130 if they can. Plays it back towards the bowler, wanting a single, but Tarindu making sure that he keeps Jerin on strike. Would ideally want to go for a fourth one. Tosses this one, drives down the ground. 1 run to the total. Score moves on to 88. This time Fire sends it towards the square leg boundary. There's fielder there, so another run added to the total. Score moves on to 89. A couple of more balls in this spell for Tarindu. Jerin on strike. Tosses this one, plays it towards long on. There's a fielder there, keeps it down to a single. 1 more run to the total. Last ball of the 16th over. 90 is what the score is. Jerin batting 2 of 3. Fayaz batting 23 of 27. Ideally toss this up and wait for him to drive it down the ground. That's 1 more run added to the total. End of an excellent spell by Tarindu. 4 overs, 19 runs and 3 wickets. His last over, Fayaz drives this down the ground towards long on. Well fielded by the Watania fielders. They're making sure that they're backing their bowlers. Held on to the catcher so far, and they're making sure this one plays it down towards short third. No run there. Plays it towards backward of square. And there's protection there as well. So keeps it down to a single again. Jerin gets a single. He's on 3 of 5. Score moves on to 93. of 16.3 overs. They have another 3.3 overs, 21 more legal deliveries. Must get somewhere close to 130 if they want to have a decent chance of winning this game. One more run added. And quick bit of thinking by Fayaz. He was always wanting to come back. Jaren was ball watching, and as soon as they got the opportunity, Fayaz ran back to the striker's end to take strike. Two more runs to the total, brings them to 97, takes this one down to long on for a single. Last ball of the 17th over, asking for an LBW, and yes, another one, playing across the line, and Jaren is out. Mohammad getting a wicket of the last ball of his quota. So 7 down for 96. Fayaz has the agony of seeing a lot of partners come in and go.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Ajit Kumar, the new man. Fayaz plays it down towards long off. Comes back for a double. Score moves on to 98. Sujit the bowler coming to bowl the 18th over. Right arm off spin this time. Fayaz plays it towards long on, wide long on, gets a 6. This is what he's been eyeing for quite some time. The 100 coming up. Score goes up to 104. Fayaz now 36 of 33. As not much support. He's the one who's been doing the bulk. Have a look at it. Sujit coming in, tossing the ball up, and he doesn't need any second invitation. He is going to take charge in these last few balls and take maximum strike. And another boundary of the third ball. Score moves on to 108. He moves on to 40 of 34. Again, this one playing down the ground. The man at long on. Slight misfield, and they come back for 2. Chance of a run out. Chance missed, and 2 more runs added to the total. Score moves on to 110. A clear chance missed out of running out Ajit Kumar. Sujit breaking the bails before the ball was in hand. So 2 more balls left in the over. He's already gone for 14 runs. He's batting 42 of 35. Chance of a stumping, asking for a stumping. The umpire says, waiting for the umpires to decide. The umpire goes up for a review.
Decision is out. Not out. 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 O-U-T, out.
Slightly close to stumps. Okay. Sometimes judgment नहीं होती.
ट्रैक कर रहा था पर ट्रैक करते करते उसकी जस्ट
Okay, अगर लाइन के ऊपर है और
लाइन है
पीछे-
लाइन के आउट है लाइन के
Out है।
अंदर होना चाहिए
Okay.
अगर जिससे जैसे ट्रैक किए हैं ना तो ऐसा है थोड़ा ऐसे होता ना तो बच गया होता लंबा खींच के इनिंग्स यार हमने सोचा ये वाली जल्दी खत्म होगी 3:45 को शुरू 1.5 घंटा हो गया अभी तक खत्म नहीं हुई
असल बेसिकली पहली इनिंग जो है ना मेरे ख्याल से वो वैसे ही थोड़ी लंबी हो जाती है.
4 बजे शुरू होनी थी हमने 15 मिनट पहले शुरू कराई है ये बंदा है ऐसा बहुत लेट कराई
सही.
हेलमेट फील्ड प्लेसिंग्स कप्तान के ऊपर
एवरेज 4 मिनट और 3.5 में ओवर खत्म हो जाता है.
4 मिनट लो ना 80 मिनट होते हैं Last ball of the over coming up, a wicket of the 5th ball. This one missing the stumps. Kul, the batsman. End of the over, 14 runs coming off it, and a wicket of Fayaz Ali is stumped of 42. 110 for 8 at the end of. Start of the 19th over. Down leg side. Ajit Kumar, the new man. Called wide, so 2 more runs. Gautam coming back to bowl the 19th over. Bowling from round the wicket. He starts off with a wide. And so caught behind and given. So चाहिए तो अंपायर से चेक करे वापस बोलो अंपायर से चेक करो जल्दी Excellent catch behind the stump by the captain. Anmol, the last man coming in. 112 for 9. Now in the danger of not completing their overs, quota of 20 overs. Gautam now coming from over the wicket. Will want to complete this innings as early as possible. Shortish ball, plays it towards The point region, a boundary, much needed boundary for the Oriental Insurance. Number 11 comes in and smokes one over point. A short ball allows him to free his arms with no protection outside. Suchit will have to ensure he keeps it, Gautam will have to ensure that he keeps it up to the batsman. Short ball, curling it in, but enough wood to send that over point region. Another dot ball. Score remains on 116. Plays it towards short covers, completes a single. Ajit now on strike. More better off if he goes full. Edge, this one sends towards the third man boundary. So welcome runs for the Oriental Insurance. 4 more runs to the total. Score moves on to 121. Last ball of the 19th over. Plays it towards short mid wicket, complete 1 run. Let's see if they can manage to sneak a second one. Decide against it. So end of the over, 122 for 9 at the end of 19 overs. Anmol batting 5 of 3. Both the batsmen, number 10 and 11, managing a boundary each for themselves. Last over coming up. Deepak the bowler. Also Ajit. Misses that one, so does the keeper. No run added. Also 4 steps and just trying to keep it closer to the stump. Asking the batsman to make all the effort. And if he misses, that one should crash into the stumps. At the moment not to be, and he comes into bowl his second ball. Looping this one within the tram line. So no run there. Comes into bowl the third ball. Again loops this one. Batsman missing that one. And the keeper making sure that it hits its pads and stays. It doesn't go behind. No more run. No run added. Still remains on 122. This time missing that one. So does the keeper, so no more run added. It still remains on 122. Plays it. Trying to make good contact, doesn't make contact. So the last ball of the innings coming up, 122 is what the score. Deepak has managed to keep Ajit Kumar's quiet. And let's see what comes up in the last ball. Comes down the wicket, plays it in the air, and a good catch. A wicket maiden for Deepak, and 122 all out is what the Oriental Insurance are. We run through the scorecard of Oriental Insurance. Scorecard. Let's have a look at it. It comes down the wicket, flat bats this, but manages to find the fielder at long off. A good catch, running a few paces, making sure it keeps the eye on the ball and helps Deepak get a wicket maiden in the last over of the innings. 122 all out is 123 is what Watania need. Should fancy their chances against the Oriental Insurance. पूरा स्कोर कार्ड वो दूसरे वाले स्क्रीन से दिखाता है, ये वाला नहीं दिखाता था। चलो ठीक है, ये वाला रहने दो, फिर बाद में कर देंगे। कट कंप्लीट कर।
ये वाला स्कोर कार्ड था। हाँ ये वाला। ये फिर ऑटो एनिमेशन है ना? खुद ही आता है। पता नहीं। चलो इसको मैं रिकॉर्ड कर लेता हूँ 10-15 सेकंड बोलेंगे।
and to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses and their communities, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Innings gets underway with a wide. Fayaz opening the bowling for his side. He starts off with a wide. First hit over, trying to go over long on, manages to take it on the two end of the bat and gets a single. So 2 runs. Score 2 for the loss of no wicket. 1 ball completed. First ball was a wide. Left-hander on strike now. Fayaz coming in from over the wicket. Bowls this one down the leg side. Ball going towards the fine leg boundary. 5 runs added to the total. So Tawakkal took first strike. He managed to get a single of the first ball, and Tarindu is his partner. Fayaz bowling. 5 runs added. They have a partly score of 122 to defend, so they need them to keep their tight lines. They already have given away 7 runs of 1 legal delivery. Again, another one down leg side. Score moves on to 8. This time the keeper managing to hold on to the ball. 8 runs of 1 ball. Needing another 115 more. This one again another wide, so another run added to the total. Coming from round the wicket now. He wants to bring the ball back into the left-hander, but you've got to start from pitching it outside the off stump and then bring it back. But here on a couple of occasions he bowled it way down the leg side. Another one. Score moves on to 10. Clearly way off target at the moment. Another one, this time again another wide, so 11 runs to the total, 10 extras already. The umpire informing the bowler that he is running into the danger area. These are not good signs for the Oriental Insurance. They would expect their premier bowler to bowl tight lines rather than bowling wayward, and so far he's given away 11 runs, courtesy 10 wides and 1 off the bat. Again another wide. Absolutely unable to control this one. The umpire giving a second warning to the bowler of running onto the danger zone. Coming from over the wicket again. Just trying to make sure that he doesn't come into the danger area. Another wide again. So clearly no plans out here. They are not ready to change his grip. He's keeping the same grip and trying to pitch it on middle end leg and cramp the batsman for room, not to need to bring one across the right hander. This time full toss, plays it over square leg for a boundary. Score moves on to 17 of 2 legal deliveries. There you see Tarindu doesn't need any second invitation. Happy to take that one over the square leg with the field inside. He has the in total license to play those strokes. This one much better, and he's bowled him finally. Curled this one back in. That's what he's been trying to do for the last so many balls. In the end, managing to York Tarindo, who's out for 4 of 2 balls. As we have a look at the replay. Have a look at this. Right up to the batsman, under the bat, Tarindo playing all over it and loses his middle stump. So he's out for 4 of 2. 17 for the loss of 1 wicket. Oriental Insurance will be happy to see the back of the left-hander, because he was the one who was troubling Fayaz, who was unable to control bowling onto his pads. So a right-hander will be a much better option for him to bowl to. Sujit, the new man, coming in at number 3. Again, another one. It's called a wide. Yes, it is. Somebody needs to talk to him and tell him to just concentrate on keeping it on the stumps rather than taking it away from the right-hander or the left-hander. This one much better, this time changing his grip, trying to bowl the leg cutter. 18 runs and 4 balls counted so far. Edges this one towards third man, and the ball racing towards the boundary. Anmol unable to stop that. So 22 for the loss of no wicket. Sujit strike पे. Last ball of the over coming up. Hopefully this should be the last ball, because he's already bowled a lot of wide balls. Just wants to make sure. Third man now sent back. Drives this one towards short cover. End of the over. A lengthy over comes to an end. 22 for the loss of 1 wicket. There you see, just edging that one past the keeper, bisecting the third man, and the ball racing away towards the boundary.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. because as a adjuster, that is our main goal to, restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and, help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Tawakkal defending that back towards the bowler on the good length spot. Doesn't want to take a chance. They already got 22. They're chasing 123. And bowls a wide. He too starts off with a wide after the first one that he bowled into the stumps, this time trying to beat the batsman in the air but bowls it outside the tram lines, so gives away an extra run. So 23 is what the score is. So swivels across, sends it towards the square leg boundary. 4 more to the total. Score moves on to 27. Slightly short on towards the pads, and with minimum protection he just plays it towards the square leg and collects a well-deserved boundary. Score moves on to 27. Comes down the ground and plays it towards a vacant mid-wicket. The Tawakkal has now decided to take on the bowler. I've seen enough of that happening in the last overs on the other end. This time comes down the wicket and just plays a mighty heave. Good meat of the bat is what the ball is sent towards the mid-wicket boundary. Jaren has gone for 9 runs of the 3 balls he's bowled. Bowls this time, bowls a wide. So he too has now started getting guilty of bowling all around the place. Fayaz had done it in the first over. And his partner not far behind, bowling a couple of wide deliveries. This time plays it towards short mid-wicket. Sujit wanting a single, but Tawakkal declining. The man at short mid-wicket was quite close. This time plays it over, long on for a maximum. Score moves on to 38. Kane just pivoting on one leg and making sure the ball crosses the boundary by quite a distance. Score moves on to 38. This time nearly bring it back onto his stumps. End of the over. 16 runs coming off it. 2 overs, 38 for the loss of 1 wicket. Needing another 85 of the remaining 18 overs, 108 balls and another 85. softly towards point, and a single being stolen brings Tawakkul on strike. Interesting to see with Fayaz getting a bit of swing. Will be interesting how Tawakkul plays him. He is not going to stop. He peppers this one again towards the mid-wicket boundary. Fancies the onside and another boundary. Score moves on to 43. We're just in the third over of the run chase. Raced away to 19 of 8. This time down the leg side, being called a wide. I was hoping that he had missed that one and probably gone onto the stumps, but not to be. A wide being called. So score moves on to 44. This time over the man at long off rather, and another 6. The 50 coming up, the fastest 50 of the tournament so far. 2.4 overs is all it took, and 4 to Tarindu was out bowled after scoring that boundary. .34 for one of the 1.5 overs he is bowled. Last ball of the third over coming up. Down the leg side. One more run added. Wait for the umpire's signal. Leg by signal. So 51 for 1 at the end of 3 overs. Ball racing away to the boundaries. So the boundaries continue to come. Shot, plays it over the vacant mid-wicket area. And another boundary. And another boundary to continue. This one too. Over the mid-wicket area for another maximum. So a boundary and a 6 to follow. Comes down. 62 for the loss of 1 wicket. Single taken, moves on to 63. Amit would be happy to. See Tawakkul at the non-strikers end. He is batting 36 of 15. Sujit is batting 5 of 5. Plays it towards the third man. Qasim struggling a bit. 1 run taken. Score moves on to 64. Plays it over, long off, chance of a catch, and the fun ends out here. Amit in the end managing to get a wicket. Daniel, the we're in the 5th over, 3rd ball and a single been taken. Score moves on to 65 for the loss of 2 wickets. Keeper standing a few paces back to the leg spinner. This one cuts this one towards point. No run there. Score remains on 65. Suleiman the bowler. Drives this down the ground towards mid-off. Gautam takes a single. He is off the mark. Sujit needing another 57 of 15.1 overs. Cuts this one towards gully. Wants a single but denied. End of the over. Just 2 runs coming off it after the carnage that was there in the first 4 overs. So 66 for 2 at the end of 5 overs as Amit comes to bowl his second over.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. because as a adjuster, that is our main goal to, restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and, help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
So far, which has propelled the score to, as a batsman, sneak a single. Score moves on to 67. Sujit plays it one towards short cover. And a quick single being taken, keeper missing that one, but the man is short third, coming back to cover up. So another single. Amit to continue. Drives this one towards mid-off. Another single being taken. So singles. Both these batsmen playing sensibly, not missing out on the singles. Gautam is now 3 of 4. Sujit 8 of 11. Just playing through the line of the ball. 69. They need another 54. This one on the pads, flicks it. And the man at square leg misses that one and lets the ball go through towards the boundary. Picked his spot, but picked the man as well. Unfortunately, the fielder at square leg shelled the catch and let the ball go over the boundary. Have a look at this. Picks up the shot, hoping that he got enough meat, but not to be. The man at square leg making an attempt, but not good enough. So a boundary. Score moves on to 73. Need another 50. This one drives this one towards covers. The fielder at point giving the chase. 2 more runs added to the total. And good batting on display. Playing all the corrective shots that we have learnt as kids. Sujit showing some good repertoire of shots. This is expected from a number 3 batsman when he comes in. Again, drives this one on the up. Through the cover region, again the man at point giving the chase, another couple of runs. A little bit force might take this one towards the boundary, but as of now he collects another couple of runs. End of the over, 77 for the loss of 2 wickets. Sujit now slowly getting his strike rate above 100. He's on 16 of 14. Gautam is partnering him with 3 of 4. Get feared of getting stumped. Wide down leg side. Score moves on to 78. Tosses this one, plays this one towards long off, and the catch being dropped, resulting only in single. Lovely delivery, inviting the batsman to play on the up. He obliges, but the man at long off shells this one down. So another catch going down. This time bowls it short. Sujit plays it towards point and sets off for a quick single. So one more run added. Another toss at delivery, this time through point. Ball racing away towards the boundary. The man at extra cover there doing the fielding. Keep it down to a single. (81 for 2), needing another 42 more to win this game. In 13 points, Sujit plays this towards long off. The skipper doing the fielding there, keeps it down to a single. 6.3 overs, 82 for 2. Drives it down the ground. Unable to take the single. So last ball of the over coming up. 5 runs coming off this over so far. 4 singles off the bat and a wide. We want to complete it and try to make it more difficult for the Watania batsmen when they were. Again, bowls is slightly slow. Gautam rocks back and plays it towards the cover boundary. Fielder there collects, keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 83 at the end of 7 overs. Tosses this one up, full toss. Gautam plays it down the ground for a single. Could have done much better with that, but manages to get bat on ball and sends it to a long off for a single. Interesting to see how Sujit drives this back to the bowler. No run there. wants to cut this one, called wide. Score moves on to 85. Needing 38 of the remaining 76 balls. Another good drive, sends it to a short cover, no run. Moves across, plays it towards the square leg area. Fielder coming round, keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 86. 37 of the remaining 74 balls at 3 runs per over. Watania will want to finish it as early as possible. Gautam again drives us down the ground for a single. Score moves on to 87. Slowly and steadily collecting that single and completes another quick run. 88 for 2 at the end of 8 overs. Current run rate of 11 runs per over. They need a rate of 2.92 in the remaining 12 overs, another 35 more. Sujit drives this down towards mid-on but doesn't take a single. Another defensive stroke. Suleiman enticing him to come forward, but he is more than happy to play him out. He knows that he has got ample time. He's in no hurry to lose his wicket and jeopardize his team's chances. Wide down leg side. Chance of an edge. Is that out? Yes, it is. So finally, Suleiman gets a reward. He's been bowling well, good looping leg spinners, and he manages to get Sujit out. Who's out for 20 of 23. And this game could be far from over. It's 89 for the loss of 3 wickets. A prodding defense and an edge carrying it to the keeper. Mohammad, the new man. It's a chance edge, but not to be. Mohammad going for the glory shot right away, not required. The run rate is below 3 runs an over. There is no urgency to be shown. Down leg side is off the pad. So another dot ball. Plays it back towards the bowler. End of a very good over. 1 run coming off it. Courtesy a wide. 89 for 3 at the end of 9 overs.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Outside the off stump and beaten. 6:40 local time here in the UAE. We are at Ajman at the Al Malik Stadium for the Insurance Cricket Premier League 2023 Season 10. As Daniel comes into bowl, drives us towards the long off area. The fielder coming around. Amit keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 90. Plays this to a short mid wicket, no run. He's still to get off the mark. A much better approach this time. Has to play the ball on merit. Doesn't have to go behind the big shots because the damage has already been done. You just need to make sure you find those singles and close out this game without much. Drives it back to the bowler. And Oriental Insurance will be hoping to get a few more dot balls and a couple of wickets to put the pressure back. This time plays it towards the mid-wicket area. There's a fielder down there. He keep it down to a single. Score moves on to 91 as the last ball of the 10th over coming up. End of the over. There's 62 for 1 at the end of 62 for 2 at the end of 4 overs. And the next 6 overs, they managed to score only 29 runs and lost another wicket. As the change ends. Tawakkal Abbas giving a blistering start to the innings. He was 36 of 16. Tarindu started off, he just got a boundary but got undone by a full delivery and was bowled by Fayaz. Sujit, playing sensibly, was 20 of 23 until he edged one to Sahil of the bowling of Suleiman. Gautam Tawil Selvan has 9 of 13 and partnering Mohammad Ali is now at 1 of 6. 21 extras. This is what could be hurting. Back live with 11th over to begin. Suleiman to continue. He's got 1 for 9 of his 3 overs. Mohammad going back and playing to one back to the bowler. No run there. Needing another 32 of the remaining 10. Wanting to play a big shot, but Suleiman's craftiness doesn't allow that. So another dot ball. Goes back and plays again dot ball. Slowly they are building the pressure that they were looking for. This time plays it in the air towards square leg, sweeps it. There's a man down there at square leg. Keeps it down to a single. Interesting to see how Gautam approaches this one. Plays this towards the cover region. There's section there. One more run added. Suleiman, this time he finds the radar and sends this over. Long on, waiting for the umpire's signal. Signals a boundary. Fielder overrunning on that ball. End of an excellent spell. Loops this one. Mohammad coming down the track. The fielder at long on, running a bit too much, and in the end lets the ball slip through and a boundary to end the over. 97 for 3 at the end of 11. Daniel has given away 2 runs of the first over that he bowled. Keeps Mohammad quiet. He's batting 10 of 15. Mohammad batting 6 of 11. Plays it down towards mid-off. The fielder coming in from long off. Keeps it down to a single score. Moves on to 98. This time Mohammad plays it towards the cover boundary. The fielder there. Lalit keeps it down to a single. So score moves on to 99. Needing another 24 more to win this contest. In start of their ICPL campaign 23 with the win. Cuts this one towards the cover boundary protection there. There's a fielder there. One more run. The 100 coming up at the end of 12 overs. At the end of, at 11.4 overs. This is the 12th over. Another couple of balls more. 100 coming up. Needing another 23 more of the remaining 50 balls. 8.2 overs. Cuts this one again. The man that covers being kept busy. Keeps it down. Lalit keeps it down to a single again. Score moves on to 101. Going down leg side, being called a wide. Score moves on to 102. Last ball of the over. Sam plays it high in the night sky, waiting for someone to take the catch. Ball going towards the boundary, but stops in just inside. Not so good running. Only a single being taken. End of the over. 103 for 3. Needing another 20 more runs of the remaining 8 overs. To continue. Gautam plays it towards short covers, gets a single. Dot ball. Mohammad plays this towards long off for a single. Score moves on to 105. Needing another 18 runs to win this game. From 7.3 overs. Gautam on strike. And the dot ball. So Amit just trying to delay the inevitable, trying to get a couple of wickets under his belt, making sure that it makes it all the more difficult for Watania, who at the moment are looking well on course. Plays it towards the man at short extra cover, gets a single. Score moves on to 106. Down towards mid on, and they sneak a single. Score moves on to 107. End of his spell, he goes for 33 for one of his 4 overs.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Jerin to bowl. He's gone for 16 of the first over. Starts off with a wide again. So requiring another 15 more runs to win this game from 7 overs. Ideally want to finish it by the end of the 15th over. Edge this one towards short third man. One bounce. The fielder takes that. Into bowl to Mohammed. This time high over the bowler's head, and Daniel, who had taken a catch earlier, has dropped this one and sends this over the boundary for a 6. Sahil, the keeper, for a moment thought that Daniel had taken that catch. Stationed for that same thing, did well, but just at the last second took his eye off the ball and let that ball burst through his hands over the ropes for a 6. So finally Mohammed gets to one over the boundary, which he's been trying since the time he's come in, and trying to get a quick end to this contest. Plays this towards short cover again for another single. Amit, the fielder. 8 more runs required of the remaining 6.3 overs. He plays this towards the cover region. Another run added. Score moves on to 116, needing another 7 more runs to win. Mohammed sizing up to play a big one again. Plays this towards mid-on. Doesn't take the single. So one more dot ball. That's the last ball of the over coming up. Called wide. So Watania now 1 hit away from victory. 6 more runs needed, and they have 6.1 overs to do this. Onto the pass, down leg side. End of the over. So 14 overs completed, 117 for 3. Dead ball signaled by the umpire. Down the leg side, starts off with a wide. Plays it towards the cover boundary. And the ball crashes into the fence, so scores are tied. One more run needed to win this contest. Gautam moves to 20 of 23. Shot outside off stump. And with very little protection, the ball being sent to the cover boundary. All Amit could do is look in despair and collect the ball and give it to the fielder. The play drives this one down the ground. The ball going towards the long off boundary, and that's victory for Watania, winning by 7 wickets and 5.3 overs to spare. Couple of boundaries at the end to finish the contest. 5.4 overs rather, as we have a look at the scorecard. Have a look at that, the boundary. Drives it down the ground. The fielder at mid-off had no chance, bisecting him and covers and then going at the boundary to earn 2 points for their team. Have a look at the scorecard. Tawakkal Abbas started off the innings. He got 36 of 16. Was caught by Daniel off the bowling of Amit. Tarandu Lianaige was out for 4 of 2, bowled by Fayaz. Sujit Subramaniam Sede 20 of 23, caught by Sahil off the bowling of Suleiman. Gautam Tamil Selvan in the end managing a few boundaries. He's not out 24 of 24. Mohammad Ali lucky to survive at the end. He's not out 17 of 21, 25 extras, and at the end was 126 for 3 in 14.2 overs to win the contest. Have a look at the bowling card. Bowling analysis. I think Fayaz Ali was very expensive, started bowling a lot of wides. He had 34 for 1 in the 2 overs he bowled. He managed to get the wicket of Tarandu, but that was not enough. Jaren Jose 2 overs 26 runs. Amit Udasi 4 overs 33 runs, 1 wicket. Suleiman Saeed, the pick of the bowlers, 15 runs, 1 wicket of the 4. Not much support by the rest of them. Daniel Armstrong 2 overs 8 runs. And Lalit Sharma coming and bowling the last over, just 2 legal deliveries and gave away 9 runs to end their misery. First wicket fell at the score of 17, second at the 64, third at 89 to conclude this game, and we'll have the presentation coming up very soon. Welcome to the post-match presentation. Game 6 between Watania and Oriental Insurance. Watania winning this game by 7 wickets. We have the man of the match, Tawakkal, who will take the trophy from Dimple from Oriental. 36 of 16 balls. थैंक यू तवक्कल, आपसे बात हो सकती है? आपसे बात होती है। आप लगता है बहुत जल्दी में थे, जैसे आप अंदर गए आपने 1-2 बॉल डिसाइड कर लिया था कि ये अटैक को मैं ऑल आउट जाऊंगा उसके पीछे।
बिस्मिल्लाह, बेसिकली जो था हमारे पे कोई स्कोर बोर्ड का प्रेशर नहीं था और कैप्टन की तरफ से एडवाइस थी कि आप जो है अपनी स्ट्रेंथ पे खेलें, तो मैं अपने प्लान के मुताबिक जो है जो बॉल नज़र आती थी उसको हिट किया और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह उसका जो है रिवार्ड मिला।
एक गलती हुई और आप आउट हो गए, वरना ये गेम और जल्दी ख़त्म हो सकता था।
हाँ, मैं कोशिश यही कर रहा था और मेरी अपनी ट्राई यही थी, लेकिन बस अनफॉर्चुनेटली क्रिकेट डेस्ट में सब चीज़ें पॉसिबल हैं।
चलिए, बहुत अच्छी बल्लेबाजी देखने को मिली और आपसे उम्मीद होगी कि अगले मैचों में बल्लेबाजी आपसे और भी होगी। थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड कंग्रेचुलेशंस। थैंक यू एंड वील टॉक टू द कैप्टन्स नाउ, दीपक फ्रॉम वतानिया एंड वील हैव अमित फर्स्ट फ्रॉम ओरिएंटल इंश्योरेंस। दीपक, प्लीज जॉइन अस। Amit, let's face them. Too little runs in the bank to defend, and when Tawakkul is in such form, it was all the more difficult when you had to look at the score at 62 for 2 at the end of 4 overs.
Right. Actually, we have the short of runs, 50, 60 runs on the board. We're looking for a 180, 170 runs. So, but the couple played very well. So, that's.
And coming to the bowling, a lot of wides to start off. So, must be this is what the team chat will be going forward in the next games.
Yeah, 3 overs we not bowl very well, but we have a very good bowlers. So, inshallah, next match we will try to improve our bowling.
Anyway, thank you for your time and all the best for the rest of the games. As we speak to Deepak. Deepak, happy to finish this early? Would have wanted to finish it more faster than that?
Well, as I told that we'll try to restrict them as early as possible. We have good bowling lineup, and we knew that if our batsmen will they get good start, and they will be finishing it easily because 120 was not much pressure on us. And Tawakkal played a very good inning, and I wish we could have seen his 50. Hopefully the 50 will come in the next matches, and it was easy target.
Any more positives you take from this game and something that you will want to correct when you come into the next games, as you could have some tough games coming up in the future?
The middle orders were a little slower, but hopefully we'll see that how this thing can be tackled. Once Tawakkal gone out, our run rate was a little slower, scoring rate was a little slower. But hopefully we'll just come up with a better plan. The same players can find more runs or more gaps or something like that. So that's the idea basically. And we have next match NASCO. NASCO is a better team, good team. And hopefully we'll continue our form.
Anyway, thank you and many congratulations. That concludes the presentation. Watania winning by 7 wickets with 5.4 overs to spare. That concludes our presentation. See you next week again with 4 more games. Thank you very much and God bless.
Journey begin. Who win this year's championship? Come feel the heat of this dream. Witness the strength and confidence of those who face these challenges. Cause in the end, we all win. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Ball has hit the bat, whoa, whoa. Fielders are running to catch it. Is a 6 or will it be a 4? We scream, we roar, oh my god, the tension soar. The pressure, the skill on display is amazing, what can I say? Let the claps run in millions, as if cricket is our religion. Let's go. You wanna be the best, play with courage and confidence. Level up your game to be prominent. Don't forget it's your time to shine. Play tough but remember to be kind. Let's see who tops at the finish line. Insurance Premier League.